live yet? I should be live. Yeah, there we go. I'm live. Just need the link. It's a new link every time. Okay, let's notify my folks. MFF streams. Cool. We're live. Hey, Ace True Eye. Welcome to the live. How are you today? Forgot to change my game. If you're here for Guild Wars 2, I apologize. Marvel Future Fight. Save. I updated the name, but I did not update the game. Not much. How are you? How's life treating you? There we go. I'm trying to do more lives on YouTube. I do them on Twitch typically. Chilling. It's always good. I was playing some Guild Wars 2 right before I jumped in. You gotta find Sentinel. Or Sentinel. Since I still have the bio sub thing. This should be enough to finish off his uniform. And I don't know if I have anyone else that I need to use the bio subs on, so I'm just going to have to pick someone at this point. I think we have graphics turned up to max. No, we do now, though. Oh, that's right. I turned them down slightly because I was getting lag in some game modes anyway. Let's see. What do we got here? Where's Sentinel? There's Sentinel. How's it going? Good to see you. And I remember this time, but thank you for reminding me. Did I... Oh, I didn't need to pick him today. Apparently I got bios from somewhere else. Fun times. So I just wasted a bio selector. Fantastic. I love wasting bio selectors. That's sarcasm. So who else has a uniform? Actually, I think I can do this. I think I can go to uniforms here. All uniforms. Yeah, and then I can see who needs to have their uniforms worked on. Does she have a uniform? She does have a uniform. She's a bio sub. So let's look at the ones that are not normal and not mythic. Are you bio sub as well? I feel like he's also bio sub. Ally Shifter, Stupid X-Men, Epic, Quest, X-Force, and X-Gene. So what's Stupid X-Men? So I'm probably not going to use him from the bio subs. I feel really annoyed that I wasted. I should have checked. Wasted a day of selecting. Maybe Ghost. Yeah. Maybe Ghost. Ghost is a possibility. She's heroic. Do we have anyone higher than heroic? It's also Kid Kaiju. Ooh, there we go. We got a legendary uniform here with Fury. I know he needs a lot more, but I might work on Fury next because he's so close to Mythic. Yeah, I think Fury is going to be my next selector person. Yep. Fury it is. Fury then Kid Kaiju. I'm going to run out of selectors before I get it finished, though. And I don't think I want to do another sub. I don't think. I got home. Gonna get a bite to eat. Be right back. Cool. If you're still here. not, cool when you are back. Alright, there we go. Progress-ish. See if we can get a better reward. Anything good? Ooh, I'll take that. Yes, please. Oh, that's not a uniform. That's just a normal mega rank up. Nah. I already started working on it. That's why you gotta pay attention. Most of you might be like, but Blaze, why would you not be happy to get that? Because I have every character in the game, that's why. Alright, so we've got all the daily stuff to do. Let's burn through stuff first after we use our boost points. Always got to use the boost points first. I like to start with GBR personally. Not that it matters. Guess we'll go ahead and create a lobby. It's Blast Day. So we'll have Doctor Strange walk through this. Hey Fang, can you be any louder? I think everyone in the world can hear you mewing. Yeah, I hear ya. What's up? No. No one wants to join me, huh? One more invite gonna get thrown out there to Barstool. I know, Fang. I know, buddy. I know. You got a mouth on you today, huh? Good morning, Fang. You're not jumping up here. You always do this while I'm streaming. Literally just snuggled you earlier. Jeez, kitty cat. Alright, so no one wants to play? Fine, I'll carry some random people. And when I say carry, I mean carry. Start. How about you go F yourself, dude? You're wasting your tier 4 care. I guarantee I'm doing like 80% of this. I mean, there's a possibility that that Jean is a better Jean than my Strange, but I doubt it. Does that sound arrogant? Well, it should, because I like got one of the top 10 Doctor Stranges in the game. I also put all my resources into this character, so you're about to see some magic. Ready? Magic, because he's Doctor Strange. Ha 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 ha. %70 on one rotation. Already have him down to 9 bars. Next phase. Ooh, this Ronnie Savage is going to give me a run for my money. I'll be damned. It's actually pretty impressive. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to do my flex of 80% of the damage. Yeah. Ronnie Savage gave me a run for my money. I had a feeling the Gene might challenge me, but now I gotta eat my crow. Told you I'll bring whatever you want. They're all like, dang, and you didn't even do shit. One minute clear time. Time to burn some energy. I like to burn my energy and then get my energy back. I got like a pattern that I do with my dailies every day. Not that there's like a wrong and right way to do dailies. It just gotta do my thing. Makes it entertaining and fun. This little pink thing up here by the energy is a reminder that you get your free daily energy boost. I always end up having too much energy from everything else that I do and play, and picking up stuff from dispatch missions. Dispatch missions you should be collecting from 3 times a day. That's why I have like 321 million gold, because, you know, I get like 20 million gold a run or something. Get a ridiculous amount a day if you keep it up. So I like to always burn my energy. I know some people have got thousands of energy saved up, but I always try to burn my energy so that I can constantly be collecting it naturally. That's just how I play. What's up, Fang? For those of you new to my channel, I'll show you why I was trying to flex with my strange. Rank 10. Look at these beautiful stats. Overcapped on pretty much everything. And then we got Odin's Blessings galore. Everything amplified. If I had a 6-star artifact, I'd be ranked much higher. Brilliant Rage. Mythic uniform, and every uniform is mythic with all options mythic. So when I was saying that, you know, I figured I would probably do about 80%. There's a reason for that. That's the most impressive character on my account. Alright, now I was talking about here. See that little pink thing? You go to the store, you do a purchase all. I don't like to purchase these artifact chests for gold. I mean, I guess I could, especially with how much money I have. I just don't want to. That right there, that 120 energy, you can only collect that if you're below your cap. So if you're at 120 energy, you can't collect any. If you're at 119, you can. With that particular purchase. I mean, it's not like you can't get energy, period. But I always like to get that every day. I feel like I'm missing out if I don't get that, because it's like a daily thing. That's why I always try to burn my energy, so I can always get that. Do some more dimension missions. This is another thing a lot of people don't do. I don't know about a lot of people, but some people don't do. Is your 2nd, 4th, and 6th reward. Do I have enough energy? No, I don't. 2nd, 3rd, and 6th reward is 6,500 of these support token things. That's why I've got 2 million. You should collect those 3 times every day. That's something else I like to do. Let's play the inventory management game. We try to make space in our inventory. My goodness, Fang, what you crying about? Yeah, what you crying about? I mean, I'm playing my game. You know, you could try to sit up here until I got my controller, I guess. Come here. Come on. I know. I know. You're so loud. I bet you they hear you on the microphone. Yeah, just lay down. You're fine. Sit. There you go. Let me play my game. See, I just want to be warm. It's so cold. It's like winter here. So at this point, I no longer combine because I have so many. Honestly, I probably should combine, but it's actually very expensive to combine. So I've just been selling after I do combining just for my daily stuff. And then I go through, like, a lot of these here, like the dodge. I don't really use any sets that need dodge, so I convert these, like, at 6 stars, the only time I really convert them. I don't see the point in converting them lower, because it's the 6-star ones that I need the most of. And honestly, having, at this point for me, having over 35 is pushing it. And honestly, most of these sit for me. These things too, these hit point ones, I don't need any of these ever. So some of the reforged ones are still there. I wish you could convert those too, but apparently you can't. And then I try to +1 the highest level all defense I have, because then everything beyond that is energy only. Or physical only. So this way it's easy to convert the ones that I know I don't need. So you get most of these down to 35. Same thing with the energy. Now the energy ones, sometimes they're a little bit higher on the attack than the all attack ones, so I'll leave like 1 or 2 just in case I decide I need them for an ISO 8 set. I still have too many of these, so I'm going to convert more. I'm not mathing, I'm just kind of like randomly guessing on how many I need. Same thing here with these. Wow, see, I got a lot of these. I only really need to keep, like I said, 2 of these just in case, because the all attacks work too. Few more. This will be easy to math. Gives you a lot more inventory space. That's why I jokingly call it the inventory management game. I really don't even need to keep this many, I do anyway. Honestly, I should probably sell off some of these just to make some more room. I never need them. I don't know why I'm keeping them, honestly. These are the ones I have the most of. See, the all-attack dodges are not bad to have. Neither is the energy and hit points. A lot of these are okay to have. So I don't want to get rid of most of them. The ones with the defenses, though, I'll get rid of those for sure. Actually convert them when they're 6. Yeah, just the one. I'll convert the one. I don't know why I hang on to so many of these. I guess because they work on everyone's ISO 8 sets. Yeah, critical rate and critical damage. I don't like the critical damage ones actually. So I'm gonna get rid of all of those. I don't use those in my sets. Keep some of the rest of those, but yeah, that's why I've got 1,367. It's all about inventory management. All right, let's go with the same thing here. Like, I usually convert these, so what I try to do is I try to find the ones that are like resists, because I never use resists. So I'll just enhance all the resists up to max and then convert them because they're easy to find. This gives you reroll options, but sometimes I'm trying to save money. Right now, though, I've got so much, I probably am just going to go ahead and convert this up all the way. I have missed 1 day and don't have enough crystals to get the CTP chest. Crystals? Or do you mean tokens? Because you don't use crystals for the CTP chest. And you had to have missed 2 days because they give you 50 extra tokens. Crystals. What CTP chest are you talking about? You can use crystals for missed days? Not getting the free CTP does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. Cool. See you in a few. Right, a lot of this stuff I can play offline, so I'll do world bosses and alliance battle for the dailies for the stream, and then I'll probably just go offline. I'm trying to stream more, and I'm trying to get some more content up here on YouTube and do more lives on YouTube. Okay, speed characters. I guess I'll just use you. And who else do I know I'm not going to use ever? Ever. For ABX and ABL. Who are my ABXs and ABLs? I keep resetting my computer a lot because I've just upgraded all of my hard drives to solid states. So I had to like clone my drives over and stuff. And I keep having to reboot to register the new drive and verify it, unplug the old one because I got the new one. Okay, that's taking a little bit longer than normal. Where is my... Interesting. My Excel is not opening, and that's bizarre, because that usually opens up right away. Wow, my CPU is like cranking up there. It's at 100% for a second. Oh, VirtualBox like taking 40%. That's interesting. VirtualBox and OBS. Didn't realize I was going to have that heavy of a burden on my CPU. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to actually shut down my VirtualBox for a second here. Just so I can get this open. There we go. Yeah, Excel opened instantly as soon as I closed that. Okay, so wow. OBS is only like 12%. But when I open up my VirtualBox, which is my LD player, it runs on a VirtualBox. It takes a huge amount of my CPU. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm like 82% when I'm streaming. Interesting. I thought this was supposed to be light on your system. Why is it taking so much? That's interesting. Let's see what the heat is on my system if I'm using that much of my processing power. Hey, Boom, how's it going? You know, I wonder if my processing is using that much for the VirtualBox. I wonder if I turn down the graphics if I'm going to have the same amount of problems. Like if it's a lower burden to have lower graphics, then I'll just keep the graphics down. There's no reason to stress my system just to make the game look prettier. Now see, it's still going up to 80%. Interesting. Something to keep an eye on. Where was I? Alliance battle. Now that I've got my sheet open, I can type in my numbers. 166750. And today is Jean Grey Day. Jagrain Day. And it looks like I'm using Black Cat and Morgan Le Fay. I think a lot of people are saying, though, to use someone else. Sin. Female villain. Let's go down towards the bottom. Who do I have for female villain? Black Cat, Jean, and Sin. Yeah, Sin is the support versus Morgan Le Fay. That's what I thought. Black Cat and Morgan Le Fay both have insights, so I still have an insight on the team. So I should be in good shape. So let's go ahead and put Sin in here. And we'll give Jean her striker. Best striker, of course, is Ghost Rider for everyone. So we're going to switch over to Ghost Rider. And, yeah, let's try it out. We'll keep an eye on the burden on my CPU. I've got my stuff open in the back. That's right, I wanted to see how hot my CPU was running, if it's using all of its processing power. It's only running at 62 degrees Celsius. That's actually not bad. 50, 60, 50. Yeah, it's running pretty good. Okay. Well, let's see what I can do here with Gene. CPU's sitting at 60-70%. That's not too bad. Hold on, Boom. I'll talk to you in a second. What do you use to check CPU's temperature? HW monitor. It's a free download. It's hardware monitor, but it's called HW monitor. Shows the temp on all your stuff connected. If there's a temperature gauge, it'll show you. It shows you hard drive temperatures. It shows you graphics card temperature, CPU temperature, whole 9 yards. Oh, he's untargetable. Yeah, I could do that. 15 million. I mean, that's reasonable. 1502764. 15,027,604. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. You got to be careful because even on their site, there's extra ad links to try to get you to download other stuff. So be careful. So that's the link. When you go there, you're going to notice on the left-hand side, there's going to be a section that says versions. And then it says what versions it works for. And then obviously there's a setup in English that I'll grab. You can get the zip instead. When you click the setup for English, it's going to take you to another page, which basically will look like this page because I clicked it. And then on the left-hand side, it'll say download now under the file hwmonitor 1.52.exe is ready for download. Click that download now button. It downloads it. You install it, and then you're good to go. Hey, Louie, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. So today is Hero Mutant Female Day. So I guess it's time to try out Rogue versus Storm. I heard Rogue is supposed to be better. So I guess we'll run Rogue first and then Storm. Or should I do this in trial mode just in case I can get the highest score possible, because it locks in your first score for rewards. Yeah, let's do training mode first today. So there it is. Goes good. I'm a little hungover, but nothing new. What are you hungover for? Pretty sure the rotation is 5-3-4. Or is it 3-5? Yeah, it's 5-3-4. 5-3-4. 5-3-4 and 5-3-4-6 every other rotation. I do about 6.5 million with my Storm. I don't know why Rogue gets big. That doesn't make any sense to me as far as like her characters and her powers. You went out last night? Man, she's not even close to Storm Tier 4. Everyone is saying, like, oh, a Tier 3 Rogue will actually challenge a Tier 4 Storm. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, I've got a judgment on her, but this is a terrible score. Hey, how's it going? H-Low, brother? H-Low. Oh, hello? I guess that's short for hello. Hello and welcome. Good to see you. AK Gaming 81. Yeah, that was horrific. I don't think I want to build Rogue. H-Low goated? What? That makes no sense either. Crap. Forgot to grab the proper striker. We need to switch to Ghost Rider real quick. Adam Warlock and MCOC is so funny. Wouldn't know, never saw it. Fun, not funny. Marvel Conquest of Champions? Man, this is a Marvel featured fight game. Conquest of Champions is horrible. In my opinion. That's why I don't play. I've tried it before. It's unbalanced, it's got goofy graphics, and I'm just not a fan of the gameplay myself. Damn it, I missed out on a lot of damage because I went into a rotation instead of grabbing that. Let's see if I can make up for it. So far, so good. Hey, Solar, how's it going? Rogue is horrible. So underwhelming, it's not even funny. Why are you telling him to shut up for saying hello? Oh, wow, there goes my 6.5. Brutal. Wow, I don't know if I have ever scored this much. Maybe saving that one skill. That's insane. I'm good with that. Graphics are not goofy. What do you mean? And how is it unbalanced? Very goofy. I don't like the graphic style. 6, 9, 80, 8, 9, 5. It has a very Roblox-like, downgraded, over-dramatized cartoon style, and I'm just not a fan of it. He pissed me off the other day. Ah, dude, it took me like 60 runs to grind the new mats for my Melly's True Awakening. Melly? Alright. My goodness, Fang, you were loud today. Wow, 94 million. Rank 2. Pfft. That means other people haven't run yet today. Let's screenshot this and troll neck. It won't be long. Done with you and your stupid... How's it unbalanced though, Blaze? So, like, the characters that you have to use or that cost money, what you get value-wise for spending money, sucks. And the way that they balance out the characters, like, it's just random trash with a whole bunch of gambling that ends up screwing you over. It's a gotcha game, 100%. I played it... Wait a minute, did I play it? Was it Conquest? Which one did I play? I have to double check the one that I played. But anyway, one of them I played, I think it was the Conquest Champions. Where it's kind of like turn-based and you got 5 characters on each side of the screen. It's slightly a tilted screen, like bottom left to top right, and the enemies are in the top right. And you get 5 characters. I spent like $50 on it, got Doctor Strange, and he's basically a trash support, and it's really annoying. Yeah, when I played it, I thought it was a horrible game, and I had no interest in it at all. Oh, Strike Force! Strike Force sucks. Never played Conquest Champions then. Either way, playing Marvel Future Fight, I have no interest in any other phone games. I don't have the time to play. You don't have the time to play either. You quit stuff when you start new games. Yeah, Strike Force sucks. That's what I thought we were talking about. World Boss, and I guess we'll wrap up the live. I refixed my audio, Solar. I've got my hard drive. So I'm sorry. Keep saying hard drive. So used to having hard drives. I'm an old man. Got my solid state drive functioning on ×4, and I've got my microphone working, and then I got the stuff reset so I could actually record stuff. So, yay. So I fixed my fix. I did a workaround originally, but now I fixed it. I ended up downloading drivers for my Scarlett Solo audio interface, and it messed up my recording for my audiobook, and I was pissed. It kept, like, chopping in Audacity. I was like, something's going on! So I went to my system settings for my sound, and I changed the channel from 2-channel stereo for the microphone to 1-channel, and it no longer cuts off. I also had the option on Audacity, instead of doing MME, I could have done this Windows WAS API. That allowed to not chop, because it was like doing a hard limit as I recorded. It wouldn't go above a 0.5 or negative 0.5 decibel while recording, so it chopped off the audio if I was shouting for one of the characters. When you're doing audio and you're doing dialogue, sometimes you're shouting, so that is going to ruin my audio. And then I had to mess with my gain, so I had to mess with my stream sound too, so hopefully my stream audio sounds okay. But either way, I've got it working. I've got 3 solid state drives now, 2 Western Digital Black SN770 2TB drives, and a Western Digital Blue 2TB drive. So I have 6 terabytes of data, all solid state. And originally I had a 500 gigabyte solid state blue for my operating system, and then I had a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black hard drive, 7200 RPMs, and then a 2 terabyte Western Digital hard drive. So I went from 3.5 terabytes to 6 terabytes. So I've definitely got more room for more games. So I downloaded a few VR games, and I plan on doing VR later today with my old crappy headset, since I can't afford the new hotness. My new computer cannot afford the new hotness, which is the big screen beyond. I want one so bad. It's like $1,000 US, but oh my goodness, dude, I have to have it. I finished binging Classroom of the Elite. Never heard of it. Is that an anime, TV show? What is that? Not Timeline. We are doing Otherworld. No, we're not doing Otherworld. Wow, my brain just died today. World Boss. Okay. Blaze M2 NVMe when? When? I did it Friday. Why? What's up? never even knew what an M2 drive was. And I'm sure, because I built my computer 6 years ago, and my motherboard has 2 slots. So I ended up upgrading 2 hard drives that are 2 terabytes to the slots, and they're gaming hard drives, specifically meant for gaming. It's an anime? Cool. My stuff runs quicker too. Have you noticed I'm in better graphics here on the game? And before it was coming off of a spin-up drive, a mechanical hard drive, and now it's coming off of a solid state drive. So I can handle better graphics in the game now, and it won't lag on me, which is kind of slick. I think only Moon Knight has the ability to handle this. I don't have any air. Good combat, people. Ugh. Storage upgrades are such a pain. They are. I used Easus for cloning my hard drive over. This way I didn't have to change any settings. But when I did the upgrade originally, my microphone kept cutting out during the stream because it told me that I was using the M2 drive and it should be switched from an X2 to an X4. So basically 4 lanes instead of 2 lanes. And when I switched it to an X4, my microphone kept messing up. When I put it back to an X2, my microphone will work again. My microphone is, it's an Audio-Technica, what, a 2045, I think? And it's plugged into a Scarlett Solo USB audio interface. And the USB audio interface kept going bonkers on me. On X4. So I ended up downloading drivers for it. And it now no longer shows up as a USB drive. It was showing up as a USB drive, which is really weird, and it was using the default settings on Windows, so I don't know. I had to do a boot drive upgrade now, not too long ago. Why? That's weird. I ended up flashing my BIOS, too. That was fun. I flashed my BIOS, and I installed the latest chipset stuff, which is actually from 2018. Because, again, I built this, like, 6 years ago. So I got the latest because I was on a older version of BIOS for my motherboard. So my motherboard got upgraded, which is cool, but it didn't fix anything until I got the drivers for my audio interface. Anyway, but I've always had a pretty good sound quality because I've got a professional, entry-level professional microphone. Slash, dash, and drop. Avoid that drop. He'll one-shot you. Slash, dash, and drop. And an explosion. Damn, he really went into his next phase. It's alright, we got this. Blaze needs a whole new computer, dude. My computer was built 6 years ago. I've got a 1080 Ti in it, and I tried to look at some of the latest graphics cards, like maybe like a 4070 or a 4080. I don't think I can handle a 4090, and my computer can barely handle the 1080. I have a i7. Well, all my specs are listed in my Twitch thing, but I have an i7 7700K Intel quad-core CPU. And at the time, it was, 6 years ago, it was a pretty decent CPU, but now they've got like 16-core CPUs and stuff, so my CPU is dated and it can't handle a stronger graphics card. And I'm running a Hero 9, Asus Hero 9 motherboard. So likewise, I need to upgrade my whole system at this point if I want to be able to handle a better graphics card. Slash, dash, and drop. Ooh, slash, dash, and drop. Which he'll always do after that first explosion. And like I said, that'll take most people out. So I was looking into what I might do, and I've already built some new prospects for new computers or upgrading this one if I want to keep the case and the power supply. I've got a Corsair modular 750 watt gold rated power supply. So that I could probably use that with my new stuff. I would probably need new RAM. I probably should get an 850X solid state drive versus the 770. I mean, I can still run what I've got. Ooh, he's gonna do the dash, slash, and drop. Move, 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 move. Okay. Whew. Man, he dashes around too much. Like a little biatch. To be honest, I'm a gen behind. I'm on 3070. 3070 is still a decent graphics card, comparatively speaking. But the system that I want to build is going to cost me another, I don't know, 2,300. I got it down to. I typically, when I build a computer, I'll go balls to the wall, and I will. Oh, he's going to do the dash, slash, and drop. He got me with the drop, didn't he? Yes, he did. You son of a bitch. And the explosion, dude. You are being rude today. I don't appreciate your lack of respect for how much effort I put into whooping your ass. Man, I might run out of time. Damn. I survived the drops. Typically that drop will one-shot me. So close to victory, I can taste it in the back of my throat. And that's a really weird way of wording what I just said there, but, you know. Sometimes you gotta take out his minions. Oh, he's gonna do a drop! Damn it! You son of a bitch. And an explosion. Cool. My healing saved me. I got this. I got this. I got this. Boom! Stage 46. First time clear. Was running out of space on it. Yeah, I was too. Blaze needs a new GPU. Absolutely. Oops, that's no fun. To be honest, I'm a gen behind him. Yeah, I read that. Bro, I'm on a 3050. 3050. Ha ha ha. You're lame, Solar. It runs the games I want. No reason to go bigger. Right. So, computer. Current build. So this is my current build that I've got right now. Actually, I need to change it because I have the new hard drives in there. I'm sorry, new solid state drives. Then I looked on Origin PCs, and they wanted like $3,000 for a computer, and I could build the same thing for $2,000, so I'm just going to build my own. So this is my build based upon what Origin basically was offering with some tweaks. And I'm like, you know what? I think I could do better than that. So I went on and I decided to customize it, and this is how I was going to build it, by customizing the crap out of what they have as an option to buy. But then I was looking through and I'm like, you know what, let's look up some of the best parts. Let's start with my graphics card and see what I would want to build off the graphics card, and this is what I came up with. So that last one, you don't have to look at all of them if you don't want to, I don't really care. So the last one is basically if I built it from scratch. But if I want to upgrade, it would be this. So if I upgraded my current rig and I kept the case and I kept the power supply and the case fans and all that kind of crap, I could spend roughly $1,500 versus $2,200. So I've got a pretty decent computer planned out. Hell, maybe I'll wait a year or two and the price on the stuff will drop down and I'll build it anyway, even though it's gonna start to get dated. But I mean, my computer served me well for 6 years, so I mean that's pretty decent. Could be worse. Yeah, I can't push higher. I don't have anyone combat-wise that can push higher, so I'm gonna drop this down to 20. Let all the ladies do their thing now. But yeah, like I said, the top one is my current build. The second and third you can skip if you want. That's just if you want to see what Origin was suggesting and how I would tweak it. But the first is my current. The fourth is what I'm probably going to build. And if I just kept my core components and still built that, the last one, of course, is my upgrade, my current rig. So, thoughts are welcome. I'm not an expert. I'm kind of self-taught when it comes to building and upgrading computer. Well, no, I took a class, but I'm still not an expert. Not fully self-taught either, just self-taught on keeping up with the technology. It keeps changing, man. I mean, I've had old builds that lasted me 10 years, and I was hoping to get 10 years out of every build I do. But the fact that I'm not getting a full 10 years out of it, I don't want to get the latest and greatest. I would not buy a 4090 right now because it's going to get obsolete quick and it's going to half in price. So instead, I would rather pick a system that is going to at least hold up for, you know, it's like I'm going to be replacing my computer in about 5 or 10 years anyway. So I might as well pick a graphics card that's half the price. Why spend $1,000 on a graphics card when I can spend about $600 to $800? Like when I got my 1080 Ti 6 years ago, it was an $800 graphics card. So $800 on a graphics card was like half my budget. Is not too terrible. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, I guess it's the thing as both Louis and Solar. How long ago did you guys build your rigs or buy your rigs? Because, like I said, mine's 6 years old. So for a 6-year-old computer, I think what I have in it is pretty decent. I actually had someone comment on Reddit. I was asking them questions about upgrading a rig and stuff. You bought yours last year? Oh, there you go. On Reddit, they were like, dude's got a quad core. I'm like, well, back in my day, it was like a quad core and a dual core, you know, okay? There was only 6 core and 8 core processors you had were Ryzons, and that's because they didn't have the hyper-threading that Intel did. So back then, you know, quad core with hyper-threading was the equivalent of a 8-core Ryzen processor. So like the whole idea of Intel's with 16 cores, that's insane. That wasn't a thing back then. And if it was, it would have been way more than I could have afforded. Anyway. Solar, how's the sound? How's the audio quality? Is it as good as you remember? Audio is good? Cool. I had to tweak it a little bit, like I said, so I'm not sure how bad or good it is. Nice. What about you, Louie? How long ago did you get your computer or build it? Did you build your Solar or did you just buy one? Not that it matters, I'm just curious. I prefer building because I think it's fun and it's like this sense of accomplishment. Like, my computer's my baby because I built her from the ground up. Put in all the parts. I bought it. A Lappy. Oh, I gotcha. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's hard to avoid those. If I were to build a PC, I would break something. I don't think so. It's not as hard as people act like it is. I mean, the biggest thing is just make sure you don't fry your components. A lot of people with static electricity just don't pay attention, so that's kind of important. But aside from that, as long as your parts match, that's why you use PC Part Picker. They warn you if they're not compatible. But as long as your parts match, I mean, it's pretty much not rocket science. The hardest part for me was making sure that I had everything plugged into the motherboard properly because of the cables for the case and the fans and whatnot. That was the most intimidating and shit. Damn it, anyway. That was the most intimidating and difficult part for me. Storm pisses me off, man. She's a pain in the ass to play. So a tier 3 level 80 rogue cannot outscore a tier 4 Storm. So I think I'm going to tier 4 Wolverine instead. Maybe because of Rogue's build. I guess it's possible. I mean, I've got a normal judgment on her versus the normal rage on Storm, and I know rage seems to do better in ABL for some reason. But we're talking 2 million difference, and I don't see why a rage would score 2 million less than a rage. I'm sorry, a judgment would score 2 million less than a rage. Doesn't make sense to me. Can't compute. I'll show you. I'll do training real quick. I'll show you after I'm done with World Boss Legendary. Just got 2 more runs anyway. Well, yeah, because she's not. That's why. Okay, can't find her for leadership, so I need someone else then. I've got Jean. I don't know why I'm struggling. Just use Jean really quick. And I just need one more clear team. I had Miles in there for the speed days. I'm finally able to get past some things now that I've gotten his rotation down a little bit better, and I make him run like a little bitch so he doesn't get hit. Because if you sneeze on him, he dies. Storm just don't give it. Oh, Storm. Jean. Phoenix just doesn't give a shit. She don't got time for this. Night and day, man. Night and day. See ya. See, that's a beautiful clear. Storm just doesn't do good in World Boss Legendary, at least not in this one. Maybe better on Null. I feel like she's like ABL only. Should be able to clear this way. Let's go. And then I'll show you. Show you the sad state of affair with Rogue. She's gone. Nope. Not on stage 20. And I'm starting to get a little bit of lag there. When I'm switching, what's my CPU up to now? 100% again. 80% now. Yeah, I might try to keep the graphics toned down a bit. I don't remember having this sharp of an issue. Could be the graphics. I don't know what else it could be. Oops. Wow, I couldn't even use my 6 there. That's kind of annoying. There we go. That should finish it off. Ta-da! Alright. Let's turn down the graphics a bit, because... just in case. Now let's see if we spike when we're playing. What were we doing, Solar? Alliance battle. Training mode. Right? Same team. And I'll show you our build. You're doing rogue? Crack myself up sometimes. Alright, 5, 3, 4. 2, 1. Move, 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 move. 5, 3, 4, 6. 2, 1. 5, 3, 4. Rinse and repeat. Okay, so I do have to delay her shock. I was just kind of curious. So what I scored with Storm is typically 6.5 mil, but this time I scored 6.9 mil, which is way higher than I typically score. I mean, unless she gets a massive bump at her tier 4, I don't understand why you would want to use her instead of Storm. Did I... Okay, the orb disappeared on me. What the hell? Usually there's enough time to grab that. I made a mistake. Let's try that again. Sorry. I played through the first time, and now I'm making all these mistakes. Yeah, we're no longer spiking at 80%. We're hitting 64% CPU usage, so I'm going to keep the graphics down. grabbing it this time. See the score? Look at this, Solar. This is actually much better than I did the first time I played her. But 6.5 million versus this. Cable at tier 3 level 80 outscores Storm. What is this? What is this garbage here? Garbage. All right, let's look at her build. 6.2 million. That is not impressive at all. That makes me not want to tier 4 her at all. I know everyone's talking about how hype she is and how great and blah, 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 and it's like, I don't see it. Wouldn't be the first time, though, I've had a bad build on a character thinking they're crap. So, let's take a look at her. All right. Let's look at her overall stats, first of all. So, she's capped on crit, attack speed, dodge, movement, reduced cooldown. Her ignore defense does need more, I'll be damned. That might make a difference, and she needs more critical damage, but not by much. So let's see what her crit rate and crit damage stuff is, see if we can maneuver those around. Let's look at our uniform options first. I thought I changed these already. Did I not change these? She's physical attacker. Yeah, I did, so I can get everything capped out. Although I guess this shouldn't be... This probably should be physical damage to get as much damage as possible. Attack speed. I don't know if we need more attack speed or not. Maybe I didn't change her uniform options. I'll leave her attack speed alone. I need more critical damage, and I definitely need ignore defense. We'll get... Oh, okay. Still need more ignore defense. That's interesting. Dodge. Cannot lose any more dodge. Movement speed needs to stay alone. Attack speed we should leave alone too. Critical rate, we can definitely change up the critical rate ones for sure. Alright, so we're capped on all the important stuff besides Fork Nor Defense, which is important. So we're going to go ahead and reroll this till we have everything maxed out. So hold your breath. We're going in. I mean, I guess if the top 4 everything but dodge is amplified, it should be okay. But man, I was really hoping we could land a full amplification here. This is ridiculous, man. I like the freaking algorithm in this game is just, it's just trash. Okay, cool. That should cap out my ignore defense. Okay, now we have capped ignore defense. Physical attacks, 56,000. So I've got a POA on her. Type enhancements rank 4. All of his skills and all the characters are good. We have an order, so an instinct match. We have a 200 proc critical. I'm sorry. Yeah. A 200 proc judgment on her. Mythic uniform. Any other suggestions before we rerun her one more time? Let's see how much of a difference that makes. Any more thoughts? Yes, no, maybe. Still there. Are we facing lag? No thoughts. Cool. Think she needs at least a mighty judgment. We just got the best luck in the world right there. We had a orb drop on us during a rotation for the 4th orb. That is like the best luck you can get. It's no wasted time and it's no wasted damage. Well, that's cool. He doesn't dash yet because I'm untargetable. Wait till he's about to raise his sword. Then we do the 5, 3, 4. There we go. Get that cancel off. You gotta wait till he raises his sword before you use your 3, or you won't get the cancel off. Wow, two of the 4th times dropped without me having to chase it down. Remember, we did 4.2 million, so there's the 4.2 before our upgrades. Okay, so we got an extra 300,000 out of all those upgrades we just did. But still, 4.5 million versus 6.9 million. I mean, it's roughly, like I said, 2 million more. Because on average, I do about 6.5 million typically with my Storm. And yes, I know it's a tier 4 versus a tier 3. And yes, I know it's a Rage versus a Judgment. But what the absolute... Dude, I mean, like, seriously. Like, I'm tempted to put a Rage on her just to see how bad it is. But I'm just... I don't know. I don't think she's going to be worth building or investing in. I mean, I do have 2 Rages sitting in my inventory. What do you think, Solar? Is this worth experimenting with? Well, that's one person who says do it. Well, I mean, the question comes down to if we think that Rage is going to do about 2 million more damage. I mean, if she can at least match Storm, she might be worth tier 4ing. But I mean, if I can't even match Storm, I don't really see the point in tier 4ing her. I've got enough tier 4 character right now. Yeah, I don't think it is going to either. So I think I might just tier 4 Wolverine instead. If you need a Mighty Rage, though, then it's not worth it. The Mighty Rage versus the normal Rage. That's the other big thing. I've brought this up in my other streams on Twitch. Storm is getting all these benefits, so she has an extra 2% pierce and 15% more all attack. And Wolverine would help me in my PvP game because I'm getting light on PvP characters because I don't build them very often. And Wolverine would also get all the benefits. In fact, it might be a better option to tier 4 Cable than it is to tier 4 Rogue, but Cable's also a one-day wonder. So I don't know if it's worth it. Storm, I actually like Storm as a character, so definitely felt like that was worth it. I don't know. Gotta buy my souls. I don't think I need carbonadium. I always seem to have excess carbonadium for some reason. Yeah, I always have more carbonadium than souls, so souls is the one I typically buy. Actually, no, it's usually reverse. I don't know why I'm running out of souls. I'm doing my daily clears. 60k what? What's wrong? Oh, well, I mean, you know, you play it all the time and I don't buy anything besides for the carbonadium and the souls. I mean, so yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm just going to run Otherworld Battle and do some other autoplay while I play other games like Guild Wars 2. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate y'all catching me on YouTube. Trying to get more followers here on YouTube and go from there. Well, I don't need it, but I want it because I want a tier 4 Magneto. Magneto is fantastic, especially with his newest uniform. You need Carbo for Magneto? Yeah. See ya, Solar. See ya, Boom. See you, Rodrigo. Thank you all for hanging out. Have a good one. Catch you in the next one.